You don't
fuck. Time doing that thing. What's up, fellas?
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on with him, man.
Mark at my mama house.
Oh yeah,
it's Pootie dead.
Around the corner.
Yep.
All right, now.
How you doing, man?
Yeah,
Niece.
All right, Spencer, man.
Meet you, man.
Yeah, glad to meet you, bro.
Yes, sir, man.
All right.
Yeah, this your boy Fudd. This is Young People Part 2. We continuing on, and we're going to get Young Trail's perspective on young people. Like I was saying, my niece, these bills got a hold of her, and she was, she had cell phone bill, light bill, gas bill, car insurance. She was working, but it wasn't enough. And it became overwhelming for her. And some of those things can be cut out of your life and cut to a point where you don't need that. You can cut the bills down and cut it out, and you won't have them problems anymore. And you say from the perspective of,
in certain situations, man, young people, we could just be. It could be so much on our backs at the time, you know what I'm saying? And then we have no outlet, nobody to actually talk to in that time of need. You know what I'm saying? Once you're 18, you feel like your parents, they put you out, now you grown.
Yes.
Being 18, graduating out of high school is the scariest time of my life, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like it was nobody to turn to.
But, but why would you feel like that if your parents raised you to that point when you're 18? You still should be able to talk to them at that age, even though you're 18 and you feel like they glad you grown and you're getting the hell on. You still should have been able to see that's an excuse because you still should be able to go to your parents and say, "Hey, this is what's fucking bothering me. I need your perspective on life or what I should do in certain situations."
In that situation, I was able to do that with my pops. I was able to talk to my father about life after being grown. My father never gave me that, "Oh, now you grown, now you out here on your own. This is life. You gotta do what you gotta do. You out here on your own now." But on the other end, I was raised by my mama.
Okay, do you feel that some teenagers can use that as an excuse, far as that their parent didn't? Okay, so what if you wasn't the type of child? Then listen, do you feel that is an excuse that children can use?
They use it a lot,
but I don't think they.
It's not an honest. It's not a good enough excuse.
I don't think, and I agree with them. What I mean by that is, look, they don't know how to deal with their emotions. Cause see, especially for little boys, they supposed to be men now.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to have that outlet to get it out.
Yeah, but like you said, cuz, like coming from a woman raising a man, that pressure of you being a man, that my mother gave me a lot of my mama gave me hard love. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of tough love. So once I was up to that age, it was.
So you
know
felt like
you a man.
You had to feel. You had to
I
live
had
up
to be
to,
a man.
You had to live
I had
up
to
to
live
that.
up to what my mama said I was supposed to at that moment. In reality, I really wasn't grown enough to, you know what I'm saying, take on that type of pressure right then at that one moment.
Then you have to state that. See, that's what's wrong with us as parents. We have to tell our children, even though you're grown, you still can come and talk to me about anything.
That's where I feel that's where some parents go wrong at, because once in a lot of households, once you hit 18, the communication line between child and parent is I feel like it's nothing there no more. So a lot of people just be out on their own.
So speak to the parents, man. What do you have to feel? What do you have to say far as turning 18 and not abandon your child? I want to hear from the young bloods live here. This your boy Alexander. We live kicking it.
We live on the air, but for the parents, I feel you shouldn't preach the "you 18, you grown now" speech. I know everybody hear that. We all hear that. We all young. Some people be in a rush to be grown, but that's because they really don't know the other side of it. And you as a parent, you really just be ready to just show them that they really not ready. I understand that, but at the end of the day, like me and my father, we always kick it. we always sit back and have this talk. You know what I'm saying? He sell me. You know what I'm saying? He proud of me. I'm maturing, becoming a grown man. But as a job, as a parent, once your child turns 18, you're still not a full adult. You still need guidance in your life.
When I was telling you about the skills, I was wrong about that. I meant to say, do you think parents use because their kids is 18 excuse?
Oh yeah.
Excuse
to stop taking care of it.
Yes.
To stop taking care of it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
It's
I
a fucking excuse.
I totally believe that.
Yes,
I totally
it's
believe
excuse.
that.
It's
Just
a
to get you off
goddamn
my
excuse.
back, you grown, now I'm done with you.
That's terrible, man. And this goes out to the parents out there that's listening.
Well, I agree with it and I disagree with it. And I'm going to tell you why I agree with it and why I disagree. I agree with it to the fact what they're basically telling you is you're grown now. This is where you wanted to be. This is another phase in your life. Now it's time to be responsible. Why I disagree with it is, look here, motherfucker. You've been wanting to be grown. You've been wanting to do this thing. It's hard. It's a hard knock life. You're going to have to get out here and get your bumps and bruises. Ain't no motherfucking manual for this shit.
Yes.
You got to go out here and make your way. Whatever it is you want to be, you have to be it. You can't cry about it. You can't be sad about it. You can't go jump off a building about it.
Yes.
Because you the one have to deal with it. And no matter what your condition or situation is, it's about you.
And that's the way it is.
But listen. But what about those kids who not rushing to be grown? Who still put in that same predicament? Not that child who I'm 17, my birthday in 3 months, I'm finna be grown, I'm finna be this, I'm finna be that. But the child that's actually, you know what I'm saying, accepts that, you feel me, I'm still not ready for the world and I'm still ready to be up under your wing and I'm still ready to learn and mature with the help of my parent.
Yeah.
But see, and that goes to the point of this. The open line of communication should always be there with the parents. Just because your parents always have the right, and you must remember this, they always have the right and reserve the right to holler and cuss your ass out because they're your parent.
You're right.
No matter what you do, they ain't gonna agree with it. Wait a minute, I ain't talking about cussing you out, belittling you. I ain't talking about cussing you out, belittling you. I'm talking about when you say something to them and they have a conversation with you and y'all talking and kicking it and they get mad and say, well, hey, you shouldn't have been fucking doing that. They got a right as your parent to say, listen, you were fucking wrong.
But see, that goes back, hold on. That goes back to letting them go. That see, it comes to a point. Your kids gonna do shit as long as they breathe until they 20, 40 something. See, us as parents, we have to learn to let them go. We have to, and when I mean let them go, not let go governorship of them. It's this letting them have them space to fall.
What you said,
governorship. Letting them have their space to fall. You know, even if your kid done something wrong, I don't want to come down on my boy. Didn't I tell you?
No, I never said that. You don't say.
No, I'm not saying that.
Tell you.
Listen to me. Growing up, I never had a line of communication with my mama. Me and my mother never could hold we could never hold a conversation. Whether it could be about the cookies in the cabinet. It was always hollering. It's nothing to talk about. But she never wanted to listen to my opinion. And my mama felt like I'm your parent. I don't gotta listen to nothing you saying. When at the end of the day, I really had an opinion and I still had a voice and I needed to be heard.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
but see, ain't no manual to that. See, you at that point you have to press your way. You have to press your way and say, I don't give a fuck if they say, hey, I'm your mama. Then you have to say, with all due respect, you have to let them know, with all due respect, this ain't disrespect you in no kind of way. With all due respect, I need to say this to you and say it. No matter how it fucking come out, because parents, in the end, they still hear what they fucking kids say.
Listen to me though.
Listen
to me though, cuz. But when I forced my opinion on my mother, it was, nigga, I don't want to hear what the fuck you saying. Get out.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to deal with it.
That's the easiest way.
But do you feel that a lot? And this for all, I know y'all don't really know what I'm talking about. This is directed to Fudd. Do you feel that his mother, because his strong maleism and being a male who he is, has something to do with maybe the way she treated him, because he didn't fall up under the weak, passive. She
felt, he didn't need her, so to speak.
or that he was too much like his daddy and had his own way.
I wouldn't so much because see, women feel like they got the like they have the damsel in distress type deal. It's the same thing with kids. It's the damsel in distress. He need more help than he need. Like with my son when he killed himself. I never in a million years would I have thought that I would have had to worry about him. And I told him that. I said, out of all my kids, and I got 10 kids, out of all my kids, I thought he'd be the one that's going to be all right. So I didn't have to worry about him. But I should have worried about him because I couldn't protect. I tried to protect him from everything in the world. But I couldn't protect him from himself. And see, that's the problem that I have, because had I known what was going on with him, even though his brothers and sisters knew that he tried to kill himself a few times, I didn't know. And because I didn't know, it's their responsibility because we all we got. And if you know something, you tell something. Yeah, because this is the effect of what happens.
And that's why I always try to stay in tune. Even with my son's friend is here. It's like I don't know you that well, but if you doing bad, and then I ain't feel you. I'm a parent, man. I have to feel you. I'm a parent, but then because I'm not a woman. See, this is another thing. Women feel that men don't have the same type of parentship that women have.
Absolutely.
That's wrong, ladies.
Absolutely.
We love our kids. I look at my kids just like a motherfucking bitch do. You know? And we got the same, men got the same thing. And it's my job to look at. I don't know what you want to call it, but men has the same shit. Then because we don't put out the motherfucking baby.
We do put it out. What do you mean? The nut come out. The nut comes out.
But we have that same shit.
See,
our shit may be different now. Then because I didn't carry you.
Right.
Then because we don't carry the goddamn women.
We do carry the motherfucker. Shit.
We carry that motherfucking cell up to that motherfucking nut.
We carry it
do. We carry it. We carry it. You know? And just like if a woman was here, she'd be like, oh, this, that. Men have the same thing. We care just like women. We have compassion for shit. We look, I'm a single parent and we cook for our kids. It's like what I'm trying to do is distinguish the man from female. Men have the same shit.
Yeah.
Men love their kids the same.
But it's one difference though. It's one difference. They cry and you supposed to pay attention and we ain't supposed to cry. And they'll say, what kind of man are you? See, that's the difference. They want to put that on you as though, oh, what kind of man is you? You know, why you ain't doing your job? They can tell you all about your job because they don't know about their job. See, they want to put their job. If you could breastfeed, you'd be breastfeeding.
I'm going to ask the young blood a question. And it's a yes or no. And once I ask Trey, I'm going to ask you. If women can beat our ass, will we get beat every day?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. We'll get slapped across the head.
Why do you think that is, though?
I'm not sure, man.
What about you? Why do you think they would beat your ass?
I think it's the
be honest.
I think it's partially sexism, and they feel like even though it's a cliche that men are the more dominant, between the men and the women, I feel like the females believe it's true too, and they want to be the most dominant. So
and it goes back to what he was saying about Eve.
The spirit of Eve.
Yep.
She would beat your ass just on the strength of it.
Well, how in the fuck? How in the fuck you gonna make a bitch
You would get beat even more because she's emotional. See, a man that just ain't gonna come in the house. It's an old Arab cliche that's not what they call it, like an old metaphor, an Arab metaphor that says, every day you go home, beat your wife. If you don't know why you beat your wife, she does. And the whole point is that it's the dominant and inferior. She do unlining shit, you know? See, the whole thing is when you sitting there, you're not emotional. She's so emotionally caught up on, I don't give a fuck what it is. If you spilled a glass of water on the floor, she gonna make it becomes emotional.
A big deal.
It becomes a big deal, and she would beat your ass if she could. The only reason she don't, now she'll step to you because she knows she gonna call the cavalry, and they coming. You can talk all the shit you want to. She'll call the cavalry, and they come and they get you. First thing they say, you can't call them and say, "Hey, she hit me." Really, man? You couldn't handle that. You couldn't take whatever she gave you.
And then like if you sit up and call a bitch, you bitch hoe, you dumb hoe, all that. That abuse, you get locked for that.
Yeah.
But if a bitch sit up and call you, nigga, you don't work, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
You wear them same old funky ass gym shoes
Oh, you
and talk
was
about
saying
that shit.
everything.
Where do we go for help? We go to the 9mm, y'all. This boy Alexander Duro. We gonna cut this right here. We go to the 9mm.